Hello everybody and welcome to my vlog in the park. As you can see, it is an absolutely perfect day. It's beautiful. The sun is out, blinding me almost. Skate park's over there, all the guys skating and doing their tricks and stuff. And today I am going to talk about a bit of a sensitive issue, and that is suicide. So the reason I want to do a video on this is because I want to start doing videos on things that I feel matter and important issues. And yeah, I just think there's been a lot of stories around this, like in Glee with the Dave Krosky's story where he was outed as gay and he tried to kill himself. That was a really emotional episode. Stories that people have told me that I've just randomly found out. There's just so much of it, like in the media, through sort of people just telling you stuff, through TV shows and things like that, and I just thought I wanted to touch on it. So let's start. So there's approximately 5,000 people that die in the UK, no, not the UK, in England each year due to suicide. There's around 850,000 in 2013 worldwide that died due to suicide. Sorry, there's people walking about. How dare they? So there's 850,000 people in 2013 worldwide that killed themselves, and that's resulted in it being the 10th leading cause of death, which is phenomenal. With like cancers and things like AIDS, which I touched on another video. Within that, there's 10 to 20 non-fatal attempts at suicide, which, even though it says non-fatal, it can still lead to injuries and things like lifelong disabilities, and 75% of that is the male population. I don't understand why it's more male based than female, but that's apparently what the figures say. I don't want to get focused on figures because I'm not going to bore everyone with that, and I don't understand figures and stuff myself. So we all know the many ways in which people can commit suicide. We all know the reasons. Like, there's so many factors that are associated with like increased risk. Things like drug and alcohol misuse, unemployment, bullying, poverty, family breakdowns, like isolation, all sorts of things. Like, you don't even have to have any reason. Like depression overall, you don't have to have a reason to have depression. It just is there. So you may not even know why you want to kill yourself. It's just you feel that low that you feel you have to do it. I've felt like that. I know plenty of other people that have felt like that. Mine was when I was around 15, and it was around the time that I don't know whether I think it was when I'd just come out, and I got bullied, and I just thought, if no one else accepts me and I'm struggling to accept myself like this, then how am I going to go through life like this? Like feeling like I'm not a part of society, I'm not a part of the normal life that everyone else is leading. But when you feel like that, it's a very isolating feeling. You feel like you're the only one in the world that feels like this. You're the only one experiencing these feelings, which you're really not, because as the figures at the start have proved, there's millions of people that feel exactly the same, and I'm sure there's millions of people who feel too proud and too ashamed to say that they feel like that, because maybe that's why it's 75% male, because they feel it's a weakness to say that they have these feelings and that they are depressed and that things aren't going right and they're not strong enough to deal with it. But I think it takes more strength to admit it and get help for that than to just shut it away and say, I can deal with it myself, nothing needs dealing with, I'm a strong person, because you're in denial, and that denial is not going to get you anywhere, but apparently 6 feet under. And I just think it's a ridiculous amount of people that are killing themselves when there is so much help out there if you search for it. There's the Samaritans, they do a lot of work. I had a friend of mine that worked with Samaritans, he still does in fact, but they give up their time. It's 7 days a week, 24 hours a day. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, they're constantly there. If anyone ever needs to chat to them, then I'll put their number below and you just phone them. They will talk to you about whatever you feel. Sorry, there was a beetle. Whatever you feel you need to talk about, they are there for you. Also Mind, it's I think it's a mental health group, and they work with people with depression and schizophrenia and stuff like that. But they're a support group that you can get in contact with, and they'll support you through that. There's the NHS, your doctor, that you can go to for things like that. And even like Facebook's partnered with a suicide prevention organisation. I think it was in 2012 or 13, because obviously like it's a cause that needs sort of everyone bringing together, and obviously through Facebook you can tell, and people are very open on Facebook whereas they're not in person, so obviously they thought that's a sort of link to how they can help people. I mean, there's also like individual groups. It might not just be depression or someone you want to talk to generally. There might be specific things, like if you type into Google LGBT Surrey, if it's about coming out or feeling like you're not accepted if you have come out, then there's plenty of people in Surrey, and like I'm sure all over the UK and all over the world, if you're in another country and watching this, that will support you. I mean, I know there's a lot of stuff in the media about like this pizza place and like Indiana stuff, and it's just ridiculous. But there are places all over the world that will accept you for who you are, no matter whether it's a gay issue or any other issue. But the last one, I'd say, which is a very important one, is your friends and your family, the people that know you most. They mostly are your sort of core support network. I know that my friends and my family are the most supportive people, and if I was to tell them anything about how I felt, about my insecurities, my lack of self-confidence, and why I feel so anxious in new situations, in groups of people, and they'd be really understanding. But I know it's getting to that point. But it is the best thing to do, because suicide is not an option. You should not waste the life you've been given for a situation that will blow over. It will blow over. Obviously Robin Williams, he killed himself, and that was a massive shock to people, because he was such a sort of vibrant, funny, just lovable character. But obviously that was a front for how insecure and bad he felt. He felt like he had to just make people laugh to validate himself and to get by in life, because he felt so unhappy. My last point is just going to be for you to check out a video that I stumbled across. which was apparently the Mental Health Foundation collaborated with a production of this thing called You Can Cope in like 2012, which is a film just about sort of awareness of sort of suicide and how you can get help and support and things like that. And that was made for World Suicide Prevention Day. And I just think it's a really great video. It's only like 20-30 minutes long, but hearing the stories of these people, it just lets you see there is hope and that you're not alone and that you can do it, and to just hold on to hope, hold on to your loved ones, hold on to knowing that it's going to be fine. You just need to let others help you, because you can't do it alone. You can't just help yourself, because it's not worked for this long, and that's what other people are there for. It's called a community and a support network because we all group together to help each other. That's what a human race is. So my message is, help each other out, say no to suicide, and just love each other. Just hold on. So I hope I didn't ramble too much. I just felt like getting it out, just talking about it. I'm not Mr. Statistics or anything, but I just needed to talk about it. So thanks for checking it out. If you checked it out, if you didn't check it out, please check it out. Although you would have to have checked it out to know what I'm saying now. Anyway, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't. Give it a thumbs up. Comment, because I love replying to you guys and just having a chat, because you're all lovely people. So thanks again, and I'll see you soon.